Hear that roar of thunder, hear those tires scream. He's every boy's hero, every lady's dream. Flying down highway heading west in a streak of black light called the Bandit Express. Look out, the bandit's coming, tires screaming, engine humming. Looks like the bandit's on the move. Look out, the bandit's coming, bet your money and warn no women. Tell those smokies all to take a rest, 'cause they'll never get the Bandit Express.
Hello YouTube, Brad here, back for another instalment of Aussie Truckie on Highway 31. If you haven't been following me on socials and aren't recognising it from the sound of my voice, I'm still crook as a dog. Going on 5 days now. I thought it seemed to get better, but it's just changing. Oh, come on. Changing. The croak in the throat's a wheezing in the throat. Going back to a croak. At least there's no. At least there's no no snot. So anyway, enough about that gross stuff. Where are we? We just finished up our second drop in Fishwick. Again, much the same for the first two drops. That first one, one of the Sydney trucks. Well, there was a Sydney truck there that I haven't seen before, parked. Normally it's the BF double. I've been getting there behind all week and having to wait for him to get out of the way before I can unload. But it was these two reggae looking dudes. I don't know if you would have seen when we drove out. Shorts. It's warmed up a little bit now, but when I was up there it was 4 degrees and with a wind chill of probably minus 200. It was penetrating cold wind, yet old mate's there doing his curtains up in shorts. But I shouldn't. It's not the first time. And I've seen plenty of truckies, they'll get out of their truck in their stubbies and singlet on a minus 4, minus 5 degree morning to fuel up, pull curtains, undo straps. They just, I don't know, if you get to that certain age where you just completely lose the ability to feel the cold. I'd love to get to that stage if that is what happens, but I've been rugged up in me trackies, having hot flushes. The jumper comes on, the beanie comes on, the beanie comes off, the jumper comes off. This morning, having a coffee, I had the bloody aircon on flat out. I had the window down because I was hot flushing so bad, worse than a bloody woman on menopause. Just, and then yeah, cough, 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 wheeze, wheeze, wheeze. Not being able to sleep at all this week. I've when I was in basic training, the first night, the I don't know if it was the sergeant instructor or the one of the corporals that was there, said you don't have to actually be sleeping to be rested. As long as you're laying down, eyes closed, your body will perceive that as rest. Well, Tuesday night, that was put to the test, because every time I breathed I was wheezing. Every time I wheezed I had to cough to try and clear it, and it just was not clearing. I'd nicked half a bottle of cough medicine by that stage to try and bloody do that. Back in the old days there may have been some honey whiskey involved. I was a shot of that before bed, just to, the way I seen it, just kill the bacteria in your throat before going to bed. Oh, now we bucket the gear up. And I think after that, I reckon I got about an hour and a half of, I may have been asleep, because I woke up coughing, and then it was just constant all night. Yet the alarm went off. Well, I think I got out of bed half an hour early and come into work. Thought I'm awake, I may as well bloody come into work. And Drove, made me morning coffee like I normally do. Drove to Canberra, didn't bat an eyelid once. And yeah, didn't need a smoke. It's interesting that like I've had one smoke all week. Tried to have one yesterday, and it's as if you were smoking that first one. So I'm hoping this may have been a good little thing for quitting. Well, not quitting, but not smoking while I'm at work anyway. So anyway, enough about me being sick. I'm probably not going to talk a lot in this one. Obviously, we've finished in Canberra now. No Martins or Bunnings today, which is odd for a Friday. But should he go? Should he stay? We've got DH Roberts in Coolac. We've got some silage wrap on the back to drop off there, and we've got Nutrient Ag in Tarcutta. And unfortunately, I've got a parcel. Well, it's a box, but it's the plastic containers that your sandwiches come in. It's got to go to the Ampol in Tarcutta, so that is going to be our lunch point for today. Although lunch, it might just be a sandwich. I've not eaten anything all week either. Maybe an apple a day, which has not kept the doctor away, and some nuts. I've still got the same handmade, well, my homemade trail mix shit there. Some nuts. I haven't eaten anything all week. Managed to put a sandwich down on Monday, but that was only because my daughter come with me and we stopped at the Gundy Bakery for lunch there. But anyway, the next you're going to see me or see the truck or see something's probably going to be Coolac. I'm going to pull in there, get these 3 pallets of silage wrap off, and yeah, start the trek south on Highway 31. take you down there one day, out the out the southern end of Tarcutta, there, Coolac. It's just being the Friday of a long weekend. The Hume Highway is loaded, and there's, again, like most of these small towns, there's no merging lane or nothing down that bottom end. So I need the overpass here at Coolac North to get to speed up and merge. But I'll take you down that way one day and see the bottom end of Coolac. So that was 3 pallets of silage wrap coming off there. Got one more pallet of silage wrap for Tarcutta, and then the box for Tarcutta Ampol. And it'll be home time. Pallets on the passenger side, so we're going to come in from the north end. Come on, the other way. Come on, the other way. God, there's some idiots. Long weekend, all the idiots that don't drive during the week for work and everything else decide to jump in their car and hit the highway. Jesus Wrestling. I'm going to have a 15-minute break here too while I deliver this parcel. So I've got one more thing I need to do before I get back to Albury. Something for me, not work. Oh, this joint looks packed. This camera will come around. Look at it. Thank you, Kyla and Liam, for the super chats and the donations last week. If there's 5 or 6 or more, if there's 10 or 15 orders for coffee in here, I'm probably not going to grab a coffee. I'm just going to grab a Sanger and keep rolling. Well, I've got to have 15 minutes, so normally Well, back in the day when I used to stop here, by the time you go in, go to the toilet, order, they make it, and you come back out, it's normally 12 minutes, so you ain't got to wait 3 minutes for your logbook to catch up. So, anyway, we'll go do that, and I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, we've still got another 4 minutes left. It wasn't as long as I thought it'd be. There's a lot of people in there. So, as I mentioned, Kylie donated $10 last week. I've grabbed myself a just a standard ham, cheese, tomato sandwich. I don't think I'll be able to eat anything more. So, and then in yeah, probably as soon as I finish, I want to pull over and give birth to a big ball of liquid. But anyway, that's for that. Liam, I know you recommended the dirty chook. We might leave that for next week when I'm feeling better, and I'll probably be sick again. But bloody flus. As I said earlier, it is the weekend, long weekend. I think it's King's birthday. It's grand final long weekend anyway. Whether you're New South or Victorian. No, sorry, Melbourne or New South. Melbourne's got the public holiday today being Friday, and New South has got the public holiday Monday, which I think is when the NRL grand final's on. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm still nauseous and climb back up in the truck. And the biggest shame and kick in the guts the whole week from having this flu is bloody Jono from Road Train Ventures has been over this end of the country this week doing laps between Wagga and Sydney. I just missed him Monday morning. It might have been Tuesday morning. Just missed him, he was ahead of me. But then the next morning, whichever one that would have been, it's only because I didn't get much sleep again and started 15 minutes earlier. Otherwise, we would have been at South Gundy getting, I would have been getting fuel and he would have been getting coffee at the same time, which would have been very unique for that to just happen. But I ended up getting fuel and heading north, and we passed each other at the Tucker box, which is at North Gundagai, and I got to hear his voice over the UHF. So again, sorry Jono, we couldn't make it work. It's very hard to hold this in and talk, especially in front of customers when you unload and stuff. Since like that's one thing since COVID that hasn't disappeared, is the look of evil people give you if you cough, sneeze, ka-chew, all the above. So anyway, that'll be about 4 minutes. So we've got one more little pickup to do on the way through at Edamoga. I won't be going into the pub because I don't know if I can get the truck in there and around. 2 buses go in there, so that means for the most part you probably could get a semi in there. But if this is what the traffic's like in Little Tarcutta, I just imagine how many people are pulling off the freeway at Albury for Edamoga pub. So yeah, apologies that this one's going to be shorter, but it nearly wasn't going to be one at all, because me having the Monday off with no trucks loading in Melbourne tonight, it would have only gave me Tuesday to film, edit, and upload, and keep to that Wednesday deadline, which is going to happen from now on. I'm probably not going to put that down premieres. I think that's not what that feature's for. It was just to let you know that 5 o'clock on a Wednesday night is when the videos are going up, but that'll change from next week. So Anyway, fill this logbook in and get some more K's under us and get out of Tarcutta. Back out, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Anyway, I gotta go and do this pickup. I'll be back in a tick. Level and block. Oh, go away. Leg blocks. Caravan. The good thing about travelling so far in a truck is sometimes you can look outside your normal marketplace things. Send it. Of course, now I want to back out, no one's coming. But getting back on the freeway here is going to be the fun bit. A little bit of a merging lane there. Just don't look and give it shit. P-plate waits until they're beside me to move over. That's handy. Might be the first screen P-plate I've seen today doing their 90k an hour. That's it. Back to the yard. This yard's going to look like. If none of the Melbourne trucks going down tonight, there's probably B-doubles parked everywhere. At least I got that one backed up beside the shed. There's one out of the way. 6 more in the way though. Everyone's here. I'll just park it here and let someone else deal with it. Actually, that's what I might do. I'll park it around here and let someone else deal with it. Long weekend, so everyone's gone away for my trailer's nowhere near where I wanted to be. Stop talking and concentrate, idiot. Back in a minute. And by a minute, I mean fade to next clip. Where's your water bottle? Where's your water bottle? So that's it. There must be Sydney Swans must be in the AFL Grand Final this weekend. I'll put the glasses back on, it's too bright. A lot of cars coming south with scarves zip tied to roof racks and everything else. What's a merchandise scarf cost these days? $100, $150? And here they are, zip tied to the top of cars. Some of them have got threads and strands of wool 10 metres behind them, flickering in the wind. I don't know who they're playing. Yeah. So that's it. Sorry for coughing, grunting and everything else. Not my best work, that's for sure. But I'll try and make it up to you next week. For me now, it's a long weekend, but this is back to where it was Monday arvo, Tuesday morning, just dry, coughing, can't clear, or coughing to clear it. There's nothing there, there's no phlegm or nothing, and I hope we're not about to go through round 2, but because I would have loved to go camping Sunday night for me day off, but I think it's going to be a long weekend at home. So yeah, apologies. I hope the next one will be better. Unfortunately with this job, I don't know what's coming. I can't say next week we're going to have an XY GT Falcon to take to Canberra. We'll see what happens, but my plan for episode 41, because that is my current age, I was going to take you on a little tour back on how I got my license, how I got into trucks. I've had some questions about getting into trucks, getting your license, that sort of thing, so I was going to share how I did it, which is a non-conventional way. By 22 I had my HC license with zero experience in a semi, and went straight into oversized float, over-dimensional, up to 60 tonne of hard iron on the back of a I think it's a Brentwood float, spreader float, 3 rows of 8. So that's what the plan was. Obviously I can't sit there and narrate and talk through photo death by PowerPoint and that sort of thing when my voice is like this. So if it does come better by Monday on my day off, I'll record that for next week. If not, I'll just have to postpone it. I missed the boat on episode 31. It didn't even occur to me. I should have done a bit of a history on the Hume Highway, celebrating episode 31, but didn't even think about it. I think also too at the time it was right, 31 come out either just as I was leaving or while I was up at Mei opal hunting, so that would have had to be done a bit before anyway, because I know make these videos expecting everyone to know what the Hume Highway is, where it is, why it's here, why it's so important. Some of us are just here for the truck. We'll see, there's less of me in this one, so if this gets more likes, then you might see less of me in the next ones as well. I'll just stick the GoPro to the side of the truck and you can watch it drive along, and I'll sit in here and drive and keep my mouth shut. Kids don't smoke. Anyway, that's me for this one. See you next week, guys. Oh.